position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Drive at their own 25. It's Carr. Got his man all by himself. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Making side adjustments here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today. but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Pulls and fired complete. Turning it on. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. They're going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tacklers, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. The quick out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
From inside his own 5. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. There he goes. The 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks. You know they were out there trapped at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan And now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab on the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's March. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag?
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the pass in Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field, too. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Complete on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He's looking to throw. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now, you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that yet.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Davison. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Open spaces. And he'll take it to the house.
it's so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the period, first down here. Got the quick completion. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Davison. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Ducks want to move quickly. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Davison. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot. Deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Complete to start this drive. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Caught near the sticks. It's Perry. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you've got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. If you need me to throw it, I can do that too.
Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 7 over Air Force. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. With the catch, it's Stewart. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. It's caught. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
On the play.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Sayed. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
With the catch, it's Moore. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Sayed. The sure hand, it's Davison. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Got a little space, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in inside the 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. This Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. He wants to change this route. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here.
There he goes! At the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Bringing the heat. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's looking to pass. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Finds some room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What about the speed of that defender on the
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. Black can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offensive foul to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is good.
Michigan, 49.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Unleashes one deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Line gets set, first down. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Now on the return. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Fires left. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the run, fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Davison. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Cincinnati is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowd surfing all game. They're up 14 over Louisiana Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off-play action on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay fit.
A shot toward the end zone, and he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field, but the defense finally got to stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. On the ground, it's Washington. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay at...
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Makes the catch. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight, get powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He gets a block. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today. But and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Snagged in the middle. It's Nicky. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. Listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. To the air. It's Sayed. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Find some fresh air. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.